Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Tá bá ti gbọ́rọ̀ ká má tètè fèsì, ká sì má tètè fún ní ìtumọ̀ lọ́kàn ara wa. Because olóyìnbó sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n ní whatever you see in people is a reflection of who you are. Either you see good, that means your heart is fixed to be seen good. It's been prepared to be seen good. So ipò tí ọkàn wa bá wà ní aṣọ oró ojú ta fi máa rí nǹkan, etí ta fi máa gbọ́ nǹkan. That's why I said whatever you see or you hear in people is a reflection of your mind state, your mind status. Ló fi jẹ́ kí a ṣọ́ra wa. Ẹni tó bá yẹ pé ó máa ń feel superior, àyà máa ń feel better, tó ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ àìdá létí ẹni pé èèyàn á dùn mọ́ láti sáré gbọ́, òun náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa vomit, a máa vomit. Ẹlòmíì wá kàn wá sọ̀rọ̀ tó dùn létí ẹni o pé nígbà yẹn á parọ́ mẹ́ni yẹn, ó fẹ́ mọ tó fẹ́ ṣe ni. Tó bá ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ á wá píìkì ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ, á fi mọ́rọ́ ẹni tó jẹ́sẹ̀ nìyẹn, á dẹ̀ fi mọ́rọ́ ẹni tí wọ́n gan jẹ́, bóyá tó yẹ kán súnmọ́ ni ẹ àbẹ́ni tó yẹ kán sá fún. So ara ojúṣe mùsùlùmí ni pé ká máa lọ́ra láti fèsì. Tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ fún wa ká gbọ́, ká dákẹ́, ká dá ìjẹsẹ̀, ká wòye sí i. Nítorí àti sàwọn fi kọ́ wa nìyẹn. Àwọn nǹkan t'Ọlọ́run bá dá papọ̀ yìí, àwọn èèyàn, àwọn àlìjànú, àwọn màláíkà, àwọn ẹranko, àwọn nǹkan ọ̀gbìn, omi, òkúta, gbogbo wọn pátá l'Ọlọ́run fún láṣẹ, ó wá ní ká máa gbé papọ̀. Kí nìdí? Torí pé ká lè jọ máa ṣàǹfààní fúnra wa. Ọlọ́run wá fi ọmọ èdè ènìyàn, ó wá fi ṣe olórí fún gbogbo nǹkan t'Ọlọ́run bá dá. Before kó tó di pé Ọlọ́run rán Adam alayhi salam, kó tó di pé Ọlọ́run ní kó máa bọ̀ lórílẹ̀ ayé. Wa 'allama Adama al-asma'a kullaha. Ọlọ́run fi ìmọ̀ mọ Ànábì Adam alayhi salam. Eléyìí rè orúkọ tí ń jẹ́ ní, eléyìí rè orúkọ tí ń jẹ́ ní, àkóbá tí ń ṣe fún yàn rí, àǹfààní tí ń ṣe fún yàn rí. Ọlọ́run fi gbogbo nǹkan yìí mọ Ànábì Adam alayhi salam. Gbogbo ọmọ yìí náà ni wọ́n fi ń lò sẹ̀mí láti gbà náà. Ẹ̀wọ̀n àfáà tí gbogbo nǹkan yẹ, àfáà tó dá súnà mà, kí ni tá a fẹ́ sọ sí gbogbo ń tọ́lọ́ ń fi mọ rẹ̀ mọ Ànábì Adam yìí? Eléyìí orúkọ tí ń jẹ́rìí, àǹfààní tó fi máa ṣe. Torí nígbà tí Ọlọ́run mú Ádámù alayhi salam tó mú wá sórílẹ̀, ẹ̀rù bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bà á. Bí báwo lòun ti fẹ́ gbé ń bì báyìí, òun tó ń ti wà ń bì kan tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀, tán wá ní kò ń dédé wà ń bí, báwo lòun ti fẹ́ survive? Ọlọ́run wá ní má jáyà. Lidhalika allamahu al-asma'a kullaha. Torí eléyìí Ọlọ́run wá kọ́ ní gbogbo nǹkan tí ń bẹ lórílẹ̀ yẹn kó lè mọ̀. Lẹ́yìn náà Ọlọ́run wá dé ìsìpadà sọ́dọ̀ àwọn màláíkà. Thumma 'aradahu 'ala al-mala'ika. Ọlọ́run wá dá that same question that he has asked. Torí bọ́ Ọlọ́run fẹ́ ṣàdánwò fún wọn nígbà táwọn màláíkà náà sì ń fi bàkà torí ní tíṣẹ̀ ìtọ́nu ṣe yẹn. Pé ẹni tó ń lọ sí ló mọ̀ tó wá ní kò ń tẹríba fún. Ó ti ń fẹ́ máa affect àwọn màláíkà náà. Ọlọ́run wá ní iṣẹ́ ẹ̀mọ́ ìdí tí mo fi ní kẹ́ tẹríba fún. Ó mọ nǹkan jù yín lọ, mo dá wọn lọ́lá jù yín lọ. Bí èmi fẹ́ bí èrè o. Àṣẹ tó lọ́n bá fẹ́ ránṣẹ́, ó ti wọ́n bó ṣe máa make nǹkan yẹn easy fún. Ìwọ tó ń pariwo tó ń dá ọgbà yẹn láàmú, sọ́lọ́ ń rán ọ lóòótọ́ àbúrò rárá rẹ̀. Tó bá jẹ́ pé rárá rẹ̀ ni àdánwò ló bá bọ̀ mẹ́. A máa sọ̀rọ̀ ṣe bí ntọ́lọ́run ò lọ́wọ́ sí, adùn ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí ntọ́lọ́run fẹ́ kéèyàn ó ṣe. Ọlọ́run wá dá ìbéèrè yẹn padà sọ́dọ̀ àwọn màláíkà pé n tí mo bi Ádámù yìí, Ádámù ń sọ eléèrè, èyí rè, ìtumọ̀ rẹ̀ rí, n tí ń wúlò Allahu Akbar. Ó wá bi àwọn màláíkà. Wa qala la ilma lana, we know nothing illa ma 'allamtana, except those that you've taught us. Those that you taught us, illa ma al-mawsul, except those that you taught us. We have learned from you. Innaka antal alimun, because you are the most knowledgeable, al-hakimu, and most wise. Èsì tán dá padà fọ́lọ́ ni àwọn ò mọ̀. Kò dàbí àwọn èèyàn ń sìn o. In tó mọ̀ ó sì máa parọ́ pò mọ̀. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọdún mo sọ sẹ́yìn. You can only give what you have. What you don't have, you don't have. You don't force what you don't have. If it is being given to somebody, it's because you have it. so òun ló fi jẹ́ pé yẹ kéèyàn ó mọ status ara rẹ̀ kó mọ position ara ẹ̀ èwo làbúrò bínú èèyàn man yufsidu fiha wa yasfiku dimaha ibi máa ṣe bàjẹ́ láàrin ara wa ká máa bínú máa banújẹ́ sí dáadáa ẹlòmíì náà ní òbí ká máa pa ara ẹni láìṣẹ̀ yìí pé yes tó bá fi máa jẹ pé bó ṣe yẹn sì tiẹ̀ kò ní jẹ́ ká wọ òkè káfẹ́ kan clear lọ́nà léyìí tó pọ̀ láàrin àwọn olóṣèlú kọ́ lọ́wọ́ forí jì gbogbo wa o léyìí tó pọ̀ láàrin àwọn tí wọ́n gbẹ́sìn Ọlọ́run dání náà wọ́n sàlábà ara wọn sàṣíra wọn dànù àmọ́yẹ pásítọ̀ tó ti sàṣíra wọn àmọ́yẹ àfáà tó ti sàṣíra wọn pé yes chọ́ọ̀chì ẹ̀ wọn kún ju tiwa ló wọ́n affect chọ́ọ̀chì wa wọ́n sàṣíra wọn àmọ́yẹ àfáà náà pé àwọn ìjọ tí wọ́n kún ju wọn lọ ẹ fi nǹkan ṣe Ọlọ́run forí jì gbogbo wa o ìwọ ìyàwó tí wọn náà ń sàsọkọ rẹ ìwọ ọkọ tí wọn náà ń lórí ìyàwó rẹ tó ń fi ìyàwó ẹsẹ tó ní yes after all ṣèbémi ni mo fẹ́ sílé èmi màá máa gbé màá gbálé fún màá wọṣọ sí lọ́rùn màá raṣọ fún oúnjẹ mi ni wọ́n máa jẹ ó wá ń lo kádàrá rẹ̀ bí sọ wúlò fún tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ni ìwọ náà bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run kọ́ lọ́wọ́ ṣàforíjì fún gbogbo wa. ìbéèrè wa lọ síwájú àwọn àna màláíkà wa láwọn ò mọ tọ́lọ́run béèrè tó bí àwọn yìí o ṣùgbọ́n ànábì Ádámù nìkan ń lò mọ̀ Ọlọ́run wa dá wọn lóhùn pé inni a'lamu ma la ta'lamun. When I was telling you that I wanted to create human being, another creation that's far different from how you were created. I want to create something from that place. Ibi bẹ̀yẹn ilẹ̀ tí mo dá yẹn mo fẹ́ create nǹkan kan láti bẹ̀ kí n bu iyẹ̀pẹ̀ yẹn kí n fi create nǹkan kan. Wọ́n ló fi jẹ́ pé ẹ̀rù ń ba màláíkà láti lọ síbi space nígbà yẹn but Iblis la'natullahi alayhi ohun Ọlọ́run ti máa ń rán káàkiri oríṣiríṣi tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ náà ló jẹ́ kú láǹfààní àti lọ síbẹ̀. Allahu Akbar Ádámù wa mọ̀ Ọlọ́run ní má jẹ́ kẹ́rù báyìí ìmọ̀tọ́lọ́run wa fi máa Ádámù yẹn Ọlọ́run ní o sì lè dá gbórílẹ̀ yìí ìwà ń gbórílẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀ la hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. Àwọn ẹranko ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ and plants ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ Ọlọ́run wa fẹ́ gbogbo akájọ máa gbé papọ̀ Ọlọ́run fẹ́ kémi àti gbogbo àjọ àwapọ̀ ní o ṣùgbọ́n ìwà àwapọ̀ tọ́lọ́run fẹ́ kájọ àwapọ̀ yìí kí ni nǹkan tèmi àti ẹ̀yin kí ni tá a fi pé gbogbo nǹkan yìí ìmọ̀tọ́lọ́run fún ànábì Adam alayhi salam nínú ìmọ̀tọ́lọ́run fi mọ̀ ń jọ́ náà ó náà ni pé knowledge oníkálukú àmọ́ sọ pé kí ni knowledge the belief is an orientation. The belief is something that you are oriented about in order to perform some tasks. But in general, talking of knowledge, some people believe knowledge is something called power. Some will say knowledge is power. And some will say it's the light. Knowledge is light. Or whatever they call it, it's the same thing. They all get it. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is light. Because you can be called to do something. You can be called to render a service for some people if they have problem with their things. Whereby you are oriented about a particular thing. Then you be called and they will pay you for it. You render them the service, you solve their problem, then they pay for it, for the service. It's a knowledge. Not because you know this, then you will be claiming you know everything. No. كل المن يدعي بالعلم معرفة عرفت شيئا وغابت عنك أشياء. That's why one of the poets said it, that كل المن يدعي. Say to a person that always claim to be most knowledgeable person everywhere. عرفت شيئا. Tell the person you are only oriented about the line you have. You can be a professional of your line, in your line only. But when you get to other fields, you will become a jack, you will become a novice. There are other things that exist, that other people are professionals in it, which you know nothing about. Some says knowledge is light, they are correct. If other people are saying knowledge is power, they are correct. But to me, I just think, and any other thing that they call it. But generally, knowledge is just a guide. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent different prophets to this world and made Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam be the last one of them, because he has been sent with the best of books, which is Al-Quran. Because everything in Quran are well explained. Allah has explained everything in the Quran, and He said, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu He set him as an example for us. So whatever you want to know about Quran, just go and read the scripture of prophets, then especially Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He practiced almost everything listed in the Quran. That is why Allah sent him to the world, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam, and He teach him. And the Quran, He used Quran as a guide for every one of us. So if you see something is giving you problem, get back to the Quran. Go and read, search about so everything that we experience, every problem you might be saying, this is very tough, this is too much for you. It has happened to most of the prophets sent to the world. It has happened, it's there. The solutions are in the Quran. It's only we prefer not to check it from the Quran. It's been listed. So knowledge that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught Prophet Adam alayhi wasallam on this very day was knowledge is light and power. But the major thing in this word is, in my words, is knowledge is just a guide. It's an orientation. If you call it an orientation, yes, simply means a guide, like a manual. If you buy the machine, any machine, like a vehicle, or you buy a machine, normally there's always a manual in it. What's the manual? A guide, how to use the machine you just bought. Because you have not been using it, you might not know how to use it. So they will explain how to do it, how to make use of it. That's the stand of Quran. So the manual on how to make use of everything that Allah created for us has been listed in Quran. Just check your manual and you know it. That's your name. Of which whoever have it, whoever have this orientation, this knowledge you are talking about, will either be a leader. It's either to be a leader or an independent someone. Because you have that knowledge will allow you not to depend on other person, especially in that very field. Ìmọ̀tọ́lọ́run fún Ànábì Adam alayhi salam ń lò ràn án lọ́wọ́. It's because of this knowledge. The knowledge that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught Prophet Adam alayhi salam made him to become more confident because he has that knowledge. So he started having this rest of mind. He started stop getting scared because he was scared. Bó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbébẹ̀rẹ̀, Ọlọ́run wá connect gbogbo àpapọ̀. Àwọn ẹranko wà ń bẹ, kò sí wild, kò sí kinní kan, ó wá fi èèyàn ṣe olórí àwọn nǹkan tó dá yìí. Èmi wá ń bí yín sìn báyìí pé why t'Ọlọ́run bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀? Ìdí t'Ọlọ́run bá fi ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé fún àwọn èèyàn ṣe olórí wọn. Àwa mí síta, we have oxygen, then we have carbon dioxide. Àwọn plant yóò lè survive wọ́n lè dáṣe láìsí ọmọ èdè èèyàn. Ọlọ́run wá ṣe pé carbon dioxide tó bá mí síta, òun làwọn plant yẹn need láti survive as their own oxygen. Then carbon dioxide títí wọn táwọn bá mí síta nǹkan tó tutù ni. Tútù yẹn làwọn èèyàn need. Lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn fi ń kọ́ ilé tí wọ́n á gbin igi síbẹ̀ ní ọkùnrin fi máa jẹ́ pé flower máa wà. Gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ pátá ló ní ìtumọ̀ àti àǹfààní tó ń ṣe fún wa. Eléyìí torí bá ń fọ́ ẹ èyí tó máa lòrè, eléyìí tínú bá ń run ẹ ìwà ádámà èyí tó máa lòrè, eléyìí tára rẹ bá ń gbóná èyí tó máa wọ̀rẹ́. Bọ́ léde rẹ̀ ní kí ló dé tó yẹ pa wá sọ pé gbogbo àwọn ewé yìí aláàlú wọn mọ́, kí ló dé tó yẹ pa wá tàpá sí gbogbo nature tá aláàlú wọn mọ́. Ọlọ́run wá ní ẹ má gbẹ̀mí lé kíní o, ṣùgbọ́n pẹ̀lú àṣẹ mi Ọlọ́run òun náà làwọn kíní fi ń ṣe ẹ̀. Ìyẹn làwọn kan nímọ̀ sí tí wọ́n fi ń parọ́ pé ẹ lé ní kíní kan pẹ̀lú àṣẹ t'Ọlọ́run fún àwọn kíní yẹn oníkálukú àwa ń lò ó bẹ́ẹ̀. So orientation tá a bá ní òun náà ní ó sọ ohun tó oníkálukú àwọn máa sọ̀rọ̀ ń pa. Irú orientation wo lẹ́yìn ní, irú orientation wo náà lèmi ní. Àwọn ẹranko depend lé wa. Irú ìwà tá a bá ń wù ẹ jẹ́ ká kíyèsí látara ewúrẹ́ tá a bá ń sìn. A person that knows a domestic animal, let's say a dog or goat, the way tó bá ṣe ń handle things pẹ̀lú goat àbí dog yẹn láti tàmí ìwà tí nǹkan tí wọn náà máa wù fún yẹn. The learn we inspire them. We have to be very careful of our character because we don't know who we are inspiring. There are some people that you don't know and they are learning from you. Whatever you do because they like you. They have passion in what you are doing. So eventually, automatically, they won't know they are already like you. They will never know. So irú nǹkan ló fi yẹ ká jọ máa ṣọ́ra, àwọn ẹranko náà ń ṣọ́ wa. bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni àwọn ewé tọ́lọ́run bá dá tí nǹkan bá sọ wá ẹja ewé ìgbà tí ò tí ì sóògùn táwọn ànábì ọlọ́run tí wọ́n ń bẹ láyé tí ò sí drug wọ́n á jẹ ewé ọlọ́run ní jẹ ewé lè fi ṣe lè rárá kó lò báyìí kó fi ṣe nǹkan báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ń ṣe ń gbà náà kí wọ́n á dé lóde ń sìn táwọn náà lọ fáwọn gbogbo kìíní yìí ìwòsàn ń bẹ pẹ̀lú àwọn ewé tọ́lọ́run fún wa egbògi tọ́lọ́run bá fún wa ewé tọ́lọ́run bá fún wa. I'm not proclaiming mi ò máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ pé mo ń polówó ewé àbí mo ń polówó àgbo tó bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀dẹ̀ ni ẹ́ mo kàn fẹ́ kó rántí nǹkan tí àwọn òyìnbó amúnisìn tí wọ́n ti jẹ́ ká gbàgbé inú ìpìlẹ̀ wa ni àmọ́ kì í ṣe pé kó máa kí n lọ́lọ́run rẹ̀. láwọn ẹ̀nà ń ṣe kí iná forí balẹ̀ fún do not worship do not prostrate do not bow down to any other thing but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that created everything both you and every other thing in this world. Kádà ní ìgbàgbọ́ pé pẹ̀lú nípasẹ̀ ti olùgbàlà kì yóò sí nǹkan kan àwọn ewé yìí ńlá wa ń játa ń jẹ àmì síta àmì sínú ewé náà mí síta ewé náà mí sínú àbí kí lewé mí sínú ewé mí nǹkan tó bá gbóná sínú láti survive àwọn mí nǹkan tó bá tutù síta tútù tí ewé mí síta yìí òun làwọn èèyàn need as oxygen táwa náà need èyí táwa bá mí síta tó gbóná yìí òun náà ni ewé náà need ni plants náà need bẹ́ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run dá omi sítòsí wa omi tí Ọlọ́run dá sí wa òun náà generate tútù yà nídìí as oxygen tá n mí carbon dioxide tá a náà bá mí síta omi náà nídìí ẹ̀ láti kú lára ẹ̀ Allahu Akbar Allahu Akbar ṣé àmọ́ pé nísìnyí ẹ jẹ́ ká wo ọwọ́ àbùkù tá a ti nà sí nature èsì táwọn màláíkà fọ́njọ́ kìíní àná àti àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ burúkú tèmi àti yín náà ń fẹ́ mi wá sọ táwọn fẹ́nu wá sọ ẹ wo aburú tó ti kó bá environment wa gbogbo ibi tó dògbà kọjá àti fi kọ́ ilé tán Allahu Akbar gbogbo àwọn oko táwọn máa ń dá tá a fi ń sọ pé oko rèé o tẹ́ pé ìta fẹ́ máa jẹ́ òfin máa di rọrùn ó gbé láti fi kọ́ àwọn ọ̀sọ̀ dìlú tán plant wa reduce omi náà reduce àwọn aláìsàn pọ̀ àwọn ẹ̀dá kan wà tó yẹ pé inú omi làwọn máa ń gbé gbogbo omi wa láti sanfil tán àwọn ẹ̀dá kan wà tó yẹ pé inú igbó làwọn máa ń gbé gbogbo igbó àwọn ará ewé tó yẹ kán dúró sí àwọn ará igi tó yẹ kán dúró sí gbogbo àwọn igi ìyá ti gé wọn tán aláyè pé ijọ́ kìíní àná tó jà wá táwọn màláíkà ṣẹ́ fún wa ó nìyẹn látara pé àwọn wádìí afẹ́kọ́lé àti sanfil gbogbo odò àǹfààní tó yẹ kí oxygen ẹ máa ṣe environment kò sí mọ́ àbíṣà àgbàgbé àǹfààní tó yẹ kí plant máa ṣe environment fáwọn èèyàn kò sí mọ́ ọba tó dá àwọn igbó yìí tó wá dá wọn sínú igbó ó ní tó gbà lérò a ní technology dé òyìnbó amúnisìn gbá ìdí àti wọn dé abẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní follow ẹ̀ àwọn tí wọ́n ń lo abnormally òyìnbó tó gbé ìdí àwa yìí àwọn ní wọ́n ṣe ń gbé ìlú wọn ṣe báwọn lórí wa lórílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ṣe bá ń lọ ọbẹ̀ wọ́n ń rí wọn èmi àti yín náà ẹni kọ̀ọ̀kan tí ò bá tí ìdélù náà rí ṣe bá ń wò nínú móhùnmáwòrán ṣe bá ń rí ìtàn gbọ́kàn yẹn ṣe à ń wò nínú internet àárín tí wọ́n ń ṣe ń bẹ̀ igbó pọ̀ nígbò environment wọn odò pọ̀ àwọn ò sanfil odò àwọn ò lé igbó sẹ́yìn àwọn ò gé gbogbo igbó torí wọ́n mọ̀ pé igbó yẹn ń ṣe kì í ṣe pé kó wà ń bẹ̀ ó ń wúlò fọmọ èdè yẹn ni bí plant ṣe nídìí wa tómi nídìí wa làwọn náà nídìí plant àtomi yẹn láti survive ṣùgbọ́n yá jẹ́ ká wo ìbàjẹ́ máa ń yú sídùn fi hà aburú tí ń bẹ nínú mindset ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan síra wa iná ní reflect jáde nínú ẹ̀mí wa là ń mí síta as carbon dioxide iná ní àwọn plant yẹn ń gbà sára ẹ̀rí pọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ odò tá a ní ó ti gbẹ ní ẹ̀rí pọ̀ ti gbẹ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ odò tá a ní ti gbẹ torí pé n tí ẹ̀mí ìkórira tíṣẹ́ tó ń tu sára dámọ̀ ń jọ kìnìún àná tó wà nù ọkàn tiwa náà nísìn tí gbogbo wa náà ń tu táwọn mí síta sí ara àwọn omi yìí kò bá àwọn omi ẹ lára mu wọ́n ń gbẹ ní ẹjá wọn àwọn odò ńláńlá tó súnmọ́ tòsí wa èyí tí wọ́n sanfil sóǹgbọ̀n sanfil lára ẹ̀ ìwọ́n náà kíyèsí ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo sọ yẹn wọ àwọn omi kéékèèké tí ń bẹ ládùúgbò yín Allahu Akbar bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni àwọn ewé tí ń bẹ ń tòsí wa ó rí pé wíwò green kò wá greenish bó ṣe máa ń wà tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ mọ́ torí pé kí ni carbon dioxide tí ń jáde láti ara èèyàn the carbon dioxide that we human beings breathe out, that plants and water are expecting, that demands, that they want from us, are no more natural. Because in our mindset, bitterness is there, anger is there, unfulfillment is there, sadness is there, and those things are now being joined together, has been mixed up together with what we build out. So it's now been difficult for these plants, for this nature, to take it from us again. One, the option, because they depend on us. Balance should depend on Lori. So whatever we breathe out to them, they take, and after they've taken it, it's now become a virus to them. Our target, the main source for our kidney, is doing virus, because we human beings are already polluted. We are already polluted, so we are affecting the plant, we are affecting the nature. How do we treat nature around us in our environment? Are we even managing it? Are we even maintaining it? Are we even cleansing it? And those are the problems. And whatever we breathe out is what they will take. And the question is, what are you breathing out? Let me ask you, ask yourself, check your mindset. How do you feel? With dirt everywhere. We don't have sense of cleansing, neatness, hunger, bitterness, sadness, unfulfillment, crying is in our mind. Our mind is spoiled. That is why it's affecting other creations that are taking it from us, because what we breathe out is what our plants are in need of. So when they breathe in, when our plants now take it from us, what are they taking? It is only what we give out they will take, because they are meant to share that atmosphere, that air from us as we share from them. So most of us, that our mindset are corrupt. That's the same thing we breathe out, and that's the same thing we share to the plant. That's the same thing we share to animals. There was a story I heard. When I read about this story, there's this family, husband, wife, and 2 children, boy and girl. They have a lion, they nurse a lion, and they love this lion, and they've been nurturing this lion, they've been nursing him for the past many years ago. And the government of this particular country, they now said the lion has been very big, so they have to find a way to take it back to the take the lion back to the forest, in order not to harm people. Because no matter how fair human beings are to a wild animal is always wild animal. In order not to affect, not to hurt anyone, so they decided to do this. And they travel far away from their country to that forest. They now put it there. They drop this lion there. If you see the emotion, the day they brought the lion to the forest, but it was just, the emotion was very high. When I hear about this story, I was nearly cry, because you know how wise people love pets, how they love animals. Not like we black men. We are very hard. We are very heartbroken. We don't love each other. We don't love ourselves. We are very wicked. So the same wickedness is what we practice with animals and other things around us. That's why we practicalize this wickedness with plants and animals and water. We do something carelessly. We don't even care about them, because we are hard. Our heart is broken. We are very hard in heart. He says, they're not left. After some years, they're now hearing, after like 3, 4, 5 years, that they've left the lion in the forest. They are now hearing the story of this forest, that of this lion in the forest, that the lion has changed to tough animal, to wild animal. It's not killing this and that. That is not as fair as it was the day they brought him to that. They brought it to that forest. It's a male child lion anyway. I can use him for it. So after they all came to this forest for visitation, they came to visit this lion. When they got to this to the forest, they have the sound, they have their slogan that they normally used to speak with this lion. when this lion was with them. So when they got to there, to that forest, they used microphone to speak out that slogan. Immediately, that this very lion, after more than 5 years ago, which he had been dropped, which he had been left into that forest, and that lion has turned to a wild animal, that was killing other animals. Immediately he heard that slogan, he heard that voice, he started running, he started coming closer to them. When he see them, immediately, it is these people. He came to them and was playing with them. He came and hugged these people. He hugged them. Even the thought was that he was going to kill them, but he did not. He couldn't do that. And he brought out the tongue and was playing with these people because he remembered. So what I'm trying to say is that everything you do, your character, your actions, inspires many other things around you. Inspires plants around you, inspires animals around you. Whatever you do, there are other things that are emulating that very thing from you. If you are nice, every other things that you will be nice to you. If you are hard, every other things will be hard to you. If you hurt them, they will definitely hurt you. That is how. That's why. Let's look at how we treat our animals, how we treat our plants, and those things too. They are living things. They lives. And yusabbihuna Allah, and they too, they worship Allah. Have you forgotten? And the wisdom behind this is just that whatever you do, your actions inspires things around you. Let's be careful. Let's be watchful of our tongue, what to say, and character, what to do, because you don't know who and whom are learning from what you are doing. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni àwọn èèyàn wọ́n sunkún wọ́n bá kìnìún ìwọ̀n ṣeré wọ́n bá aṣọ bá ń ṣe nígbà tó yá tó fún lóúnjẹ wọ́n tó fi lẹ̀ ní kìnìún tó sọ pé ó ti dẹ hànà sínú igbó. That means the orientation this lion has with these people is a fear. If you are fair to people under you, they too will automatically fear to you. Ìwà abú, ìwà ìranù, ìwà ẹ̀ka táwọn ń wù sáwọn nǹkan ọ̀gbìn táwọn ń wù sómi gbogbo àwọn mi ti bínú gbẹ tán torí pé bitterness ìbànújẹ́ ìkanra tí ń bẹnu ẹ̀mí ọ̀tá mi jáde òun làwọn náà ń fà sára ló yẹ kán gbẹ nǹkan yẹn wà poisonous to their system. Waters are drying off now aside some filling them. Ẹ wá jẹ́ kí n sọ fún wa, the plants as they are, if you take before now, if you take this leaf works for this, the function of it, they are not even functioning again because they are all poisoned through what they have taken from our carbon dioxide. I should not forget that scientifically, the carbon dioxide of human being is what plants are in need of as their own oxygen to survive. If you have not forgotten it. So our mindset is affecting every other thing. But whatever you do is a reflection of your mindset. It's a reflection of the position of your heart. And whatever you do is a reflection. Whatever you see in others is a reflection of who you really are. That's why I say that. So we now all need to be very careful on how we think. Ewe ò jẹ́ bí ewé mọ́. Àdúrà ò gbà bí ó ṣe máa ń gbà tẹ́lẹ̀ mọ́. Why? Because every other things, those things are connected to human being. And human being, that every other things are connected to, what are we doing? Who do we really are? That's why I've been putting it to every one of us that we should check our mindset, what we are doing. So ìdí nìyẹn tó fi jẹ́ pé gbogbo nǹkan ò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́, àwọn ẹranko ò lè bá wa gbé mọ́, àwọn ewé gan ò jẹ mọ́.